Three, two, one. Okay, hold on. Three, two, one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Super Soderbros podcast. We have a very special and lovely guest with us tonight.
You're so embarrassing.
Who are you?
So there's two. I don't know. I'm gonna look at this camera.
Look at your camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this camera because I was looking at that camera, even though I could see you there. And then there's so many different screens.
You have to look at your
Hi.
camera. That's show business 101.
Yeah. Why are you holding it? Why can't I hold it?
It's for comedic purposes.
Welcome
to Channel
it's just the
Channel
arm.
6 News in New Hampshire. What is... Okay, just... Hi, I'm Luke. I didn't introduce myself, and this is my lovely wife. She's been on the podcast.
I get to introduce myself. I just said you guys are embarrassing. Hello, I'm Christine.
Hello,
I'm
Christine.
Special guest today. Yay.
Now you've been on before, and it was when Maya and I visited you way back when, but now you have returned.
Well, that was also about a year ago as well, because you were on the second podcast, I think.
Oh yeah,
This
that's true.
is so inconvenient.
It's the microphone juggle that we have to do because of echo.
Yes. I'm hopeful that this will be fine.
Hopefully, I think it'll work. And before anyone asks if you're watching the video version, the reason why I have these fancy spectacles on, it's because they're blue light glasses. They're not actual corrective vision glasses, so don't worry, I'm not losing my eyesight just yet. They're just for fashion and eye health.
In fancy terms, he's basically just saying that he has old man eyes for computers.
I'm basically a hipster at this point.
I'm basically like an alternative rock fan at this point.
Which is true. I mean, alt metal, alt rock, everything.
I'm a big fan of Black Flag.
Assassin's Creed?
No, the band.
Oh, I didn't know there's a band about Assassin's Creed.
Sure, whatever you say. they're like hard, like almost like metal punk.
Okay.
They're just like it's literally just noises.
Okay, well, I mean that kind of lines up with my musical tastes.
Yes. No.
But-
Oh crap! This is terrible. I don't even remember what I said.
Something about.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, this is rough.
Things on the spot, but now I can't say anything because I don't have a microphone.
You have to reach for the microphone every time.
Your feet is on it, or something's on it. Oh, okay.
Mew pow. Nobody knows what that is except for Maya.
Yeah, no idea.
So to all the viewers and listeners out there, it has been a very long time since the last actual podcast has been recorded, and that's due to a whole bunch of different things, as I explained briefly at the beginning of the last episode, if you can even call it an episode. But we're back, and there is a lot to tell. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of big life stuff that happened. And I'm sure there's stuff that happened with you guys, too, that I would love to hear about as well. Maybe.
No.
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 Nothing.
Well,
I see.
I have two main things. First was Maya and I took a vacation on a cruise at the beginning of November. And then we came back and almost immediately we moved into a new apartment, which is what you can kind of see behind me. So all that happened within literally 30 days. So and all that time it's just been really crazy. Everything's been moving at breakneck speed. So there's not a lot of time for even personal stuff, let alone podcasting. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
exciting.
it's super exciting. I know a little bit ago, Luke, I remember you were talking to the fans a little bit about Mando's training. Is he still doing training classes? Or Christine or anybody?
I mean, you can explain too, Christine.
Were you just?
Because you were just like,
I mean, I
I love this. I love this microphone trade-off. It's like it creates so many like pauses and like, so what happens now?
so I mean, I did say Luke, but like Christine had their microphone.
Either way, it's fine. I can explain a little bit. So Mando is technically done with his training. He has one more final day on Monday that we're going to bring him to and do his last hurrah thingy, Bob. Graduation, as Christine just said.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, one more final day and something or other. But he's definitely gotten a lot better with quite a few things. So for people who do not know, our dog Mando, we don't have any pictures of him. I could call him upstairs, but I'm not going to. We could have a special guest, Mando, on the podcast at my beck and call. He's anxious. So he, like, any little jump and any little noise or sudden movement, he kind of like goes like kind of thing.
Yep.
So that was an issue when he was eating food. So like he would get very distracted and his heart would race. So he would just get anxious and start like freaking out and stuff. So he would stop eating his food, make sure everything was okay, and then he might go eat his food again. So now when there's a bunch of stuff going on, people are talking and yelling and screaming, he'll just eat his food and he's fine. So that's good. So now he's getting his full meal every day, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
They did some training as well with his commands and stuff and when he should and shouldn't do things. So instead of us opening a door and him just running out, he'll stand there and wait until we say free. So as soon as we say free, that's his release command, and then he goes outside.
Mm-hmm.
So like we would drop the leash, go outside, wait like 20 seconds with the door open, and then we'd just say free, and then he will come out, which is good. Especially if there's something outside, he might not freak out as quickly.
Like animals and stuff.
Yeah. Squirrels, we don't know yet. I think he'll still bolt after the squirrels, but we will see when springtime rolls around.
Yeah.
He
test him.
knows. Yeah, he knows he now knows the usual heel command, where like when you say heel, they stay by your side when you're walking and stuff, and he'll just sit there and chill. He does that a lot better now as well,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't pull as much when we go walking with him. He has done some muzzle training. That's like the final thing that they were working on for the last couple days that they had him. So that's kind of like where they left off with him and what we're going to continue doing. So when we go on walks and stuff, he'll wear his big muzzle over his mouth to protect himself and other dogs, because he is very anxious in a bad way around other dogs. So it's not like a kind of muzzle. He can actually still eat and drink and not fully open his mouth, but like mostly open his mouth.
It just extends like past his mouth, so he kind of like bonks into things.
Yep.
Okay.
So he can't it's pretty much just like a containment cell for his mouth, but he can still move and drink and breathe and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So it's not like a your typical muzzle that people think of where it's like strapped on and you're like trapped in together. It's flexible.
Right. That makes sense.
So, long story short, he has one more day of training, and then he is done with training, because I am tired of waking up at like 4:45, 5 a.m. in the morning on Mondays, and then not getting home until like 7 on 6-ish, 5:30-ish on 6-ish on Fridays. So those days are back to normal.
Yeah, you definitely want to avoid long days as much as you can, and
That's what.
And like waking up that early too, like it's frigid cold and it's just gonna get colder. So it's good that you're kind of avoiding that now.
Yeah, I mean, like when you wake up at like 5 a.m. for one day, your body isn't used to it, so it takes you until about Wednesday to fully recuperate from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time you're fully rested, you do it again.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But
That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that that he's come a long way in his training, and he's trying to be a good puppy.
He's a good guy. He's good.
I didn't hear what she said.
She's gonna pull a photo of Mando up on her phone and probably show the screen.
Okay.
Or I could call him up here.
Nah, let him be lazy.
He's on my beck and call. Puppers, Mr. Puppers.
Mr.
are you
Puppers,
doing?
where are you? What's Christine doing?
I'm sure people know what he looks like.
I can't minimize Discord for the thing. Oh, okay. Ooh, NFT. That's my favorite. That's my favorite lazy monkey.
Mando. You looking for a picture of Mando? I can find a picture of Mando. Got a dopey one.
Y'all have tons of pictures of Mando. Ooh, focus. Focus. It's not focusing. Not focusing. No, I think it's not. It's not working, my guy. Ooh. Oh,
It's not
okay.
really working. It's
All
not
right.
really working.
Christine shared a stream and there's his muzzle there. Aw. Look at that.
Dirt.
Look at the boy. Amazing. Amazingness.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
That's him. Yeah. That's
So
good.
it's been real good. And with I don't want to say too much about the apartment yet because I want to save that to the end. But it is pet friendly. So if Maya and I wanted, we could get a dog or a couple cats or something. I don't know. She's over there. She's not looking at me because she knows.
Cats are definitely easier where you can kind of give them food and just leave them for much longer.
Yeah.
Dogs you have to really be on top of and make sure you let them out and stuff.
And there's a lot of people with dogs here, so there's that like you said, anxiousness of different dogs interacting with each
that's
other.
because Mando was a accidental pre-COVID dog. If you got a dog now, it's probably fine.
But those dogs also existed during COVID, probably.
Mando's a special case.
Yeah. A basket case. Oh, no, just kidding. He's lovely.
I got
love
your
him.
picture. Oh wait, that's the wrong punk rock song. Basket Cases by Green Day. They're British.
Is that I don't know very many Green Day songs, so I could not tell you.
I know the four: American Idiot, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Holiday, and Basket Case. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I know.
I mean, me too, pretty much, except for the last one. So, getting into some of the adventures of this side of the Soderbergh family, the cruise was very fun. It was very, very interesting and fun and great and everything.
Ow! You can't hear me.
Yeah, how's it feel?
You probably hear me from here.
Probably
Barely.
faintly. Luke's gonna have to like scream. But
I'm over here.
but yeah, so the cruise, it well, okay, so Maya and I went down. We flew down to Orlando, Florida, the great city, the great city of Orlando. And then we took an Uber to Cape Canaveral, which is where the airplanes go into space. But that's where the cruise took off from.
Nice.
Wait, so the cruise
Wait.
went to space?
So the cruise went to space?
We did, yeah. It was fun. We saw all the aliens, and we saw all the planets, and we saw Star Wars. everything that there was to see, we saw.
Nice.
It was. So the liner we took is called MSC, and they're pretty good. We got a unlimited food and drink package, and there's like tons of different bars around the ship. There was one main buffet. It wasn't 24/7, but it was basically the majority of the day. You could just go in and they always changed up their food every day. There'd be some staples that would always stay there, like mozzarella balls. Oh, okay. So the mozzarella was homemade and it was made right there on the ship in front of you.
What the frick?
Yeah, they had a big machine, and like if you came in at the right time, you would see like the guy like making the mozzarella and everything.
Holy poop.
It was amazing. The best mozzarella I've ever had. They always have like
I'm
pizza
sure.
and fries and burgers, and then but they had a whole bunch of different varieties of things, different kinds of soups and salads and bread and meat and ethnic foods and everything. So it was definitely a somewhat different experience every time you went. And of course, there'd be a couple of repeat things, but it was very yummy. And then
Awesome.
with our package, we also got one dinner each night was at like the specific restaurant at the back of the ship. The problem was that it's right next to where like the rudder and the engine is, and so there's a lot of like movement of the ship. So it's not the most pleasant dining experience, and Maya has not vertigo. Is it vertigo, Maya? Yeah, it is vertigo. I thought there was another name for it. That was special. It's like an inner ear imbalance, and it's it affects Maya in elevators, and just like motion sickness in general is a lot more extreme. But yeah, just sitting back there was not great. So we only went there a couple of times, and then we just went to the buffet each time for dinner.
Cool.
But they had a lot of fancy stuff like lobster tail and New York strip, onion soup. Oh, a lot of good stuff.
Yum. Soup.
I could go for some lobster tail.
It was really good.
I've only had a lot.
I could go for some New York strip. No? Okay.
No. What? No. No.
I was gonna try to wink.
like did you mean like you would go for some
I'll go for some strip.
some New Yorkers strip? Or
No, strip.
No, it was just...
I'm so confused.
I'd go for some New York strip.
You guys need help.
Yes.
Anyways, and then also in
This one's
addition,
lopsided.
what?
Nothing. Christine's bickering about me moving my camera.
Stop moving your camera, Luke. You're making motion sickness. You're gonna make Maya physically ill.
Physically ill.
So in addition to, also I should explain the drink package. So we got the Easy Plus package. So we could get any kind of drink that was worth up to $9. And they kind of broke it down on each of the menus if you went to a different kind of bar and stuff like that. Like, for example, a shot of Jameson was, I think, $7. So that would be covered. You get that for free with your drink package. However, a Hawaiian tropical boom cruise thing would be like $13, and you'd have to pay the full 13. It wouldn't be 13 minus 9. You pay full price for it.
Interesting.
And it also applied to some of the locations we went. Like, for example, we went to an island that was owned by the cruise company as kind of like a private tropical resort kind of place. It was not huge, but definitely a lot of cool beaches. But they had like food and shops on there, and even at those food places, you could get those drink packages. Like, you could still get drinks for quote unquote free. And it will be stuff like Long Island iced tea and like different tropical drinks.
Did you have a Long Island iced tea?
I did. I had a couple.
They made them real strong when we went on our honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
You drink one and you're like, wow! And that was after a full meal. Because it's like 80% alcohol, and it's like 18 ounces or whatever.
That and the screwdrivers.
Oh yeah.
We had they had a festive Antigua night where they like had like a dance recital and music and stuff like that. And it was our one night where we just were like, let's just order like all the drinks. And I think we had each maybe 8 screwdrivers plus 4 other drinks.
Oh Lord, that's calling for alcohol poisoning.
No, that wasn't the good next day for you. I think you were.
It was a good night until I started.
If Christine's gonna talk, you gotta pass the microphone.
Dang it!
You guys have to do this.
Now
this is all on you.
Pog.
Now this is pog racing.
It was It was good until we got to the back to the room, and then you kind of feel like you're like floating.
Yeah.
You know how you feel like you're floating. It was floating, and then all night long it was not fun, and then the entire day afterwards I was like down for the count.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a fun time. Not recommended.
It was probably as close to being blackout drunk as you could be, because there's regular drunk in which you're basically fine the next day.
But the thing is that she remembers it all though, so like it wasn't even like close to that.
I don't know.
I don't know,
man. But let's say there was a I mean, at least for me, I tried constantly drinking. What?
Talking to Christine, she's getting a drink.
Okay.
And water, please.
Much water.
Love you, bye.
Need to stay hydrated.
She's my favorite.
I think I don't know exactly how many days.
I said, acknowledge me. I said she's my favorite.
Nobody's denying that. Like I get it.
My
man.
audio spiked on Audacity.
Yeah, you're gonna make everybody blow their eardrums out, man.
It's fine. I'm usually quiet on the podcast anyway. Anyway,
yeah,
as you were saying.
And as I was saying, so there was at least 2 of the nights I tried like pretty consistently drinking, all day, and it just felt like a normal day. Like I wasn't tipsy or drunk all day. It was just like
enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I'm just existing. There was one night where I had definitely a bit too many drinks. Like, you know how when you get that feeling where it's like, all right, this is my limit, but then you hit one more. I did not have that. I did not have that feeling. For me, it was like, I'm fine until I wasn't.
You're like, I'm good. That one last drink that puts you over the limit, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, like I finished my last drink, and I realized, oh, I should have stopped like 1 drink ago. Oops. I
definitely know that point where it's like, I am good. I'm done. Mm-hmm. And I think there was only maybe once, maybe twice, once for sure, where I was like, I can do one more, and then that was it. I was gone. I threw up that night. I think I'm like, yeah, I know that. You hit the peak of your scale, and granted, you might want another drink because it tastes good, but like you really should not.
Well, you could get drinks that were virgin. Like you could take all the alcohol out of them and still have that experience of like whatever flavor combination it was.
True.
So the drink Sex on the Beach?
I do it all the time.
Okay. Well, there's the virgin version of it is Cuddle on the Beach.
Wow.
So cute, so adorable.
Or make out on the beach. What are you doing?
Cuddle on the beach makes me really uncomfortable.
It's sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
You could ask for the drink. If you don't want to say the name of it, you could also be like, "Can I have a virgin Sex on the Beach?" To just be cool about it.
Or you could be like, "Can I have a virgin Sex on the Beach with a vodka on the side?" What?
There's a period in time like I didn't know how much a Jack and Coke cost, and I didn't want it to be over the limit for our drink plan. So what I would do is I would order a Coke for my wife, quote unquote, and then a shot of Jameson on the side, and then I just like mix it myself.
Smart.
That's
ingenuity.
It probably would have been covered. But like I didn't want to take the risk to be like, oh, because they had to scan your cruise card every time you got a drink, even though it was covered. I think just for like liability purposes, they had to scan your card each time. So I didn't want to accidentally scan my card and get charged a whole bunch of money.
Well, could you ask how much it is? Because like you could say like if you said like, hey, I'm on this plan. How much does a Jack and Coke cost?
But that's not cool, man.
I would have been like, how much is a Diet Jack and Coke?
Nah, I was like, it's fine. I had Jack and Coke a couple of times, but
I'll be the sneaky guy and be like, can I have a Diet
kind of a fresh Mexican Coca-Cola and your finest Jack Daniels. And they're like, okay.
Shut up, kid.
Wow, Mom, they gave me Jack.
So he why I say he the cruise liner, it was Italian, so it was I mean they had a whole bunch of different people from different backgrounds and nationalities, but like a lot of the food was made with an Italian, not twist, but like you could tell it's Italian. Like like the orange Fanta soda was the Italian brand of Fanta, not like the American one. Um, and
Wait,
like
would that mean they have Mexican Coke?
no, no, they had
Oh.
like regular Coke. I say regular, but United States Coke.
America.
I can see myself.
Oh, he's there. Look, if you look carefully, you can see a double of Luke. It's really weird. So it being a cruise, obviously, there's a lot of different activities you can do during the day, during the night, anything you want to do. And there's a lot of overlap. So let's say you're older and you can't get around as much. There's a lot of activities for you to hang out and just chill and vibe. And then if you're young or if you're adventurous, you can do crazy stuff during the day, like in the pool area at the middle of the ship. During the day, they do stuff like belly flop competitions. They do like salsa dancing and a whole bunch of different stuff in the sun outdoors. And then at night, they had some other types of dance classes, and me and Maya's personal favorite. We went there almost every night. Karaoke. It was a bat.
It's like the scene from Spider-Man where they're all like just in the little karaoke bar all together, just like screaming out the words.
Yeah, no, and honestly, there were people there that should have gone on American Idol. Like it was crazy. There was this one guy, David, where he just did country songs, like 100% stereotypical, like sad cowboy country songs, and he was really good. Like
Where I drive my truck down Interstate 95.
No, but
I
like
found a broken lawnmower on Craigslist.
No, but like you're not wrong. Like one of the songs he sung was is a song about this guy driving on the road, and like a girl stops next to him and asks for directions. He sends her to like a little side of the road grocery stand. She says thank you, goes to the grocery stand. The lady that runs the stand is the dude's mom. So like they talk and stuff. And then the girl goes back to the guy on the road, and that's how like they meet or whatever.
I've heard of that song.
It's the entire song. That's it.
I
nothing
couldn't tell
else.
you who wrote it or what the name of it is, but I've heard it because people.
Maya chimed in from over there, and she said it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Crazy ears.
My ears.
I hate country music with a passion. I'm sorry.
I know. No, it's totally fine. And Maya, what was the name of that
except
one lady?
for Johnny Cash.
The older lady. Anne. So there was one older lady named Anne. She was looked to be in her 70s. And her claim to fame was she's a Floridian, which means she spends her summers in Canada and her winters in Florida. So she's a Floridian.
I don't know how I feel about that.
She got the money. She can do it.
Interesting.
But she sung a whole bunch of like older songs from like it seemed like the 40s or 50s, like that very slow kind of like love song kind of thing. But she was amazing. Her and David were among the top 3, and of course number 1 is Maya, but that just goes without saying.
Fair. Very, very fair.
And Maya sung everything. She did like Rihanna. She sung Creep, some country songs, a whole bunch of different stuff.
Nice.
Fergie.
That sounds like fun.
And then I was shy the entire cruise, and then on the last day, I sung one song.
Let's guess what it was. Let's guess what it was. Ready? Luke, you go first. What's your guess?
Well, we'll have to know if it's like a popular radio song or not.
It has to. Well, sadly, it has to be popular radio.
To be on it.
Yeah, because I searched for some stuff. I'm like, okay, well, here's a couple songs where I know that it's going to go over well with an audience. You know, there's a lot of songs by FM Static that I wanted to sing. But, like, they didn't have them because they're not popular enough. So
Creed, you take me higher.
probably. No, they probably had Creed.
Probably.
But not like any good songs. Maya sung Creed.
Oh,
Which one was it, Maya? You didn't? Oh, yeah, it was Radiohead. Yeah, Creep.
no, Creed.
No. Maya, isn't Radiohead Creep?
What?
Yeah, no, she got Radiohead and the other one mixed up.
I'm
Talking Creed, not Creep.
No, I know, but Maya got confused.
Oh.
But yes,
So, what's your one popular? Okay, female.
you have to
I didn't
guess.
guess either. Female or male artist?
Male.
Like a radio song, though.
Yeah.
What year did it come out?
That's a great question.
Ish.
Mid 2000s,
Mm,
I think. Hold on.
Is it by the Killers?
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Cause I'm Mr. Brightside.
You got it.
Jealousy turns and sinks into the sea.
No, well, let me just say, like, all the millennials in there were pumped up.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's just a price I pay. Destiny is calling.
Also, hey, the running joke right now, not running joke, it's just sad actually. But Maya has a video of it, and I remind her basically every day to send it to me, but she has not sent it to me yet, and it's
What?
been weeks since the cruise.
Maya, send it now. I need to see it.
Maya, send it so they can see, and I can see, because I haven't even seen my own performance.
I haven't even seen it yet.
No, you didn't. You liar.
She wants it for herself.
She does apparently.
She watches it in secret and be like, "Wow."
She waits for me to fall asleep, and then she looks at it and is like, "Oh, what a man."
I don't want to say it to him.
I'll let him keep thinking he's trash.
Right. Right.
But yeah, we were at karaoke basically every night. Yeah, it was fun. You just got to see a lot of different types of songs and everything. There was a couple people that were like, you know, having fun just like me. What's that?
She sent it. She sent it in the group chat.
Oh, finally.
I have to watch this. Sorry.
No, watch it later because we're on the show.
Oh, it's 2.5 minutes. Never mind.
Yeah, it's the whole song. What else? Oh yeah, so
Christine, stop. Watch it later.
be nice.
With the big screen in the back. She was expecting to be like a movie theater screen.
Oh yeah, no. So the studio was called like the TV studio. So there's like a bunch of different TVs all over the place. So no matter where you're sitting, you can see what's going on a screen. That's also where we did trivia because every day they had like different styles of trivia, like world leaders and countries and everything. What?
She's watching it without me.
No, I'm not.
Christine, stop.
No, I'm not.
You need to calm down. You need to content yourself.
Girl, you need to chill.
You need to calm down. But yeah, so we would do trivia, and so Maya and I would work as a team, and we'd answer a whole bunch of different stuff. But there were people at trivia that were really, really good. Let's see. So some of the locations we went to. So we did a 10-day cruise. So it was technically 2 cruises put together. So there was kind of an overlap of the locations we went to. We went to the Bahamas, and there was an island that they owned. Like I said, it's called Ocean Cay, and it was like 80% beaches, and they had like a beautiful lighthouse and some shopping areas you could go to. Very, very small, very beautiful. We also went to Nassau for one of the days. That's also in the Bahamas. That's
Did you go to Mexico?
We did, yeah. So that was a little later. We went down to Costa Maya, which is in the Yucatan, and that's when, not when, where? That's where we went to go see the Mayan ruins.
Dude,
we had it.
I am so jealous. Honestly, like I love history and like nature and geography. So seeing like a straight up like historical place like that, like an artifact almost that is 4 times as old as America, I am so jealous.
It was really, really cool. Like
super surreal, like from like a movie kind of thing. Like you walk there and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. And they're big, but they're honestly a lot smaller than you would think. Like obviously there's like the huge ones that you think of like the the wonders of the world, like that size of pyramid, but these are like they're big but they're small if you know what I mean. Like
yeah. They're big in like according to like thousands of years ago people made these by hand.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And what's really interesting is the first pyramid that we saw, the guide said that there was a certain layer of it built, and then like a couple hundred years later, it was added to.
Yeah, it was like that documentary we saw on Netflix. Apocalypse something.
Ancient Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I want to see that so bad. So that guy Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
I've listened to his stuff before, and it's the most intriguing, fascinating thing I've ever heard.
That Netflix series is so good. Like it's like proving. It's like proving like there's a civilization before the flood happened, and how so many different cultures and civilizations all have flood stories. And he's been like talked to by like actual scientists and being like, oh, this is all false, that's not real, that's just a conspiracy theory. And I'm like, it's almost like they're happy earning money and not wanting to expand what they are being paid to do, being scientists and archaeologists.
Right, because what he's talked about, he's like, we need to get like a full LiDAR laser scan of the Amazon forest to uncover what nature took over hundreds of years. Because like the Amazon was mostly man-made. Like there's a lot of different species of plants that are too grouped together for it to be naturally occurring. Mm-hmm. And there's also spots of land which I forget what's named. It's terra something. It's a specific kind of dirt that you can only get if it's cultivated. Like there's bacteria in that soil, and it's very like segmented. Like there's only certain parts of it all over the Amazon. And so, I mean, for sure, that's what ancient cultures used as very fertile planting grounds for fruits and harvest and stuff like that. But the remains of that have stayed until this day because it's bacteria. Like it's bacteria cultures that have survived for hundreds or thousands of years. But seeing the Mayan buildings themselves, it was just fascinating. And there's a whole bunch of pyramids and other structures that haven't been excavated yet. Like they're still in the jungle, and there's still like 100-year-old trees on top of them that the archaeologists haven't dug out yet. And then near the end, they brought us to like a marketplace area. So it was kind of like an open ground, but there's still like a couple trees in it because the people didn't clear away everything. But you can kind of see like this, there's this big rectangle, and then there's like all these like square stone platforms all the way around. So like people would come there and they would set up like their tents and their shops there for like weeks, and that's where they would like trade and stuff like that. And there was like, and the entire time that we're walking in between the pyramids and stuff, we're walking on the same trail that they used for thousands of years. Like under our feet, the trail that tourists are on is the same, hundreds of miles trail that they used between cities.
Wow.
It was
cool.
So cool. It was so cool. Definitely my favorite like location that we visited.
Oh yeah,
by far.
that's sick.
My mouth is tired. You guys talk. I got to drink.
I got to drink this. Um, I'm jealous to say the least. I kind of really want to do something like that. Like, part of me is fascinated with Europe and what over there and all the history that we know about Europe and stuff. But I feel like there's even less history known of like Africa and South America and stuff. Like, granted, there's the same history throughout like the time period of like a thousand years ago and before and stuff. Like, there were civilizations in those countries, but nobody really talks about. People talk about the rise of the Roman Empire, which leads into the Crusades and all that stuff, and then leading into colonization of the British Empire, and then us migrating over to the U.S. And that's all we're ever taught. Granted, it's because it's the history of the American people, but at the same time, what about all the other countries? Like, I'm curious what it's like. I would love to do like a history class. I would not pay for it because I'm not going to do that. But I would love to take like a history class of what other countries' history classes are. Like,
Right.
go
What
to
they
China
teach.
and learn their Chinese history or the Mongolian history, or go to somewhere in Africa and learn that history or
Yeah.
something like that.
It,
'Cause
like
to me that's super fascinating.
on one of the most recent Cutlass podcasts, they were talking with one of their Alaskan friends who lives in a town of a couple hundred people. And so I want to hear that story of like how did the what are they called, the homesteaders, how the homesteaders picked that spot of land, and then furthermore, what's the culture with like, you know, the native inhabitants and also just people coming up from the south on how to pick different ponds or different woodland areas. And I want to get Christine's thought on this, but there's actually mounds in North America, not just pyramids, but like underground mounds that people build underneath
snake
the
mounds.
soil, like snake mounds. There's one of the biggest ones. They might talk about it in the documentary, but I hadn't seen it. I just heard about it when
Of the snake that points towards. Yeah, the snake that curls up and points towards where the sun sets as the summer solstice, and when the tail points, it's the winter solstice.
yeah, that's in Ohio.
Yep, the land that doesn't exist.
So does the snake even exist? Dun, dun, dun.
Do the Cleveland Browns football team even exist? We'll never know. They're pretty bad.
They're pretty much non-existent in the NFL anyway, so because they suck so bad.
Yep.
But that's
But they did beat the Shoot, who'd they beat? They upset someone. They upset a team almost.
they upset me.
remember.
They upset me constantly.
You suck.
Oh gosh.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Caleb.
So, if like obviously you guys would go if you had the chance, but do you guys have any plans to go see kind of like not ancient artifact sites, but is there anything in New Hampshire that's kind of like a landmark that you guys can visit?
Nothing really. There's a lot of like war history museums, like World War II and stuff like that, like memorials. There's not like there was one day where I was like, oh, I really want to visit a museum, but there's really nothing like. There's the World War II History Museum, or the World War Museum, whatever one it is, about 45 minutes away from where we live up north.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, they don't really have any like other landmarks or anything like that I can think of.
There's one in Wolfboro.
The War Museum. It was that in Wolfboro, 45 minutes away,
Okay.
half an hour away. But like even like, you know how in Connecticut we had like so many different like children's museums and
Yeah.
natural history museums. There's like barely anything up here.
There's like not very many people up here either.
It's fair enough, but like I thought there would be more like natural history museums up here, but apparently not. Yeah, and that was like one of my favorite things to do. Like even aquariums. I have no idea where aquarium is.
Boston.
Boston? That's the closest one. Oh my gosh.
I think so.
Yeah, one Boston's like that one center of the Northeast, or like the northern states, like New
Mhm.
Hampshire and Maine, where it's like if you're gonna go anywhere, it's gonna be Boston. Like they have like, and anybody coming up from the South is probably gonna go there too. So I guess a lot of people are like, we're not gonna build more
Oh,
north than Boston because that
there's a
don't make.
Northeast Motorsports Museum in Merrimack.
Hmm.
That's cool. Car museum, race car museum.
A race car museum,
Yeah, like cars and stuff.
Motors.
motor stoofs.
Motors. Yeah.
And then there's a storm that came through on the cruise, so we were gonna go back to Nassau in the Bahamas, but instead of doing that, we went to Honduras, which was further south along the Central America area. So, uh, there was a couple of different activities that Maya and I had paid for that um, we didn't necessarily want to do in Honduras. So all we did was we went ashore. We went to a couple different stores and browsed for a little bit, and then we went back on the boat. And it was kind of uneventful. So
Mm.
that was kind of unfortunate. Actually, a lot of stuff got canceled that we wanted to do. Like we were gonna go out on jet skis, but that got canceled because of the weather. And then we were gonna go on like an ATV ride, but that got canceled because we were too late to get
No.
there. And there were some things that just came up that some of the things got canceled.
It's
The
small,
bummer.
but it's cool.
What? He's looking at pictures of the museum.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. Um, but yeah, and then to wrap up the cruise when we came back, Christine. Whoa, hold on, wait a
Luke,
minute. There's an interruption here.
he's in the middle of talking.
It's okay. I like cars. I like see go fast.
Small one. Car show.
Car show.
Legends Day.
Oh wow.
We missed that. That just happened too.
If you're listening to the pod, you definitely want to go check out the video version so you can see all those cool cars.
That happened last week.
Mm.
But yeah, to wrap up the cruise, the we came back to Orlando, and Christine, your parents now live in Florida,
They do.
so it was really, so we got to go see them and hang out. It was really
Yeah.
really nice to see them. And so your mom brought us to Orlando Universal Studios, the amusement park
Yay.
theme park.
Did you go to The Simpsons?
Did you go to Simpsons? He wants to know.
We went to basically everything.
He
Um,
went to basically everything.
Yeah.
you definitely missed out because I know you didn't have it, but you didn't get the Krusty Burger. I know that for a fact.
Maya got the clogger.
Oh, no joke. 100%. What I thought the burgers tasted like in Simpsons was the clogger. My perfect representation of it was the clogger.
Yeah, I had a couple bites and it was amazing.
Yeah, I took a bite of it and I just looked at Christine. I'm like, this is exactly how I imagined it. She didn't care. But I was like, this is exactly how I imagined it to taste like.
Why I didn't care. I didn't care because
What'd you say?
You're complaining about not having more food.
I was hungry.
She wanted 2 meals.
2 meals is way too much.
And then we got donuts.
Don't.
No.
Greasiest donut ever.
Give
Ah!
me this. It wasn't because I wanted 2 meals. I was still hungry because I only had like, what was it? Was it like a one slice of pizza?
No, it wasn't pizza.
What was it then?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I thought it was pizza. Yes, it was pizza because I stood in that Italian line. It was pizza. It was one slice of pizza. And everybody around me is like having these huge burgers. And all I got was one slice of pizza.
You chose poorly.
I chose terribly.
I
So,
got a fried chicken with like potatoes and stuff, and that
yeah.
was pretty good. Little greasy. Did you guys get the flaming mo?
No, we got Duff's.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
It's just
I was-
normal light beer.
Yeah, it's just like, like this is just what Homer drinks now.
Yeah, but the flaming mo looked really cool. Like there's just like steam coming from it. I was like,
Yeah.
whew.
I must say, I really, really enjoyed Simpsons Land. I felt like for the areas that encapsulated the Simpsons world, it did it really well, like with the different statues and different like architecture and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
I liked it a lot. And then
It's really-
and then
did you go on the ride?
oh yeah, I was so dizzy.
Me too. It was terrible.
It's from like 2000, so like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
It's basically the Jimmy Fallon ride, but like ancient.
we didn't go on the Jimmy Fallon ride. I'm like,
It was
no,
ver-
we're not
It
doing
was
that.
much. It was still pretty bad, but it was not as nauseating as The Simpsons. It was the same idea where you're in your car and you're going, "Wow,"
Gotcha.
bouncing around.
I think the only two attractions that neither of us went on, it was Jimmy Fallon and the Minions.
Yeah, I
Skip
didn't do
those
that one
ones.
either.
But also Maya didn't go on a ton because she's not a fan of like roller coasters and like that kind of ride. She went on a couple. And I was really proud of her. Like okay, so when we first got there, we went straight to Harry Potter Land.
Yeah.
That was incredible. There was
The dragon.
the dragon, amazing. The
That's so
fire.
cool.
We went to the wand shop. Maya picked out a wand. She got Hermione's wand.
How long did that last?
It broke almost immediately because so for those of people that don't know, at the Harry Potter Land, if you buy a interactive wand and you can find different spots that you can cast spells, and if you like move your wand at a camera area, something will happen in the world. And so there at the armory, I tried animating a suit of armor. So I flicked my wand, the suit of armor happened, and like the wand's down by my side, right? After I cast a spell. All I do is I move and like my arm comes up because I'm just moving. I'm not casting a spell. My arm comes up, it hits against the railing of where the attraction is. It goes, boop, it comes out of my hand, bounces on the ground, and rolls into the closed off area where the armory is. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to go find a staff member. I found a very nice dark wizard to come. I follow him over, and like Maya sees us coming over. And I'm like, I found a wizard to help us.
Keep it in role playing mode.
Exactly. So he comes over, and he's in character the whole time. And like he takes off the fence and he goes to get the wand and everything, and it turns out that the glass at the end, which points toward the camera, it got cracked when it fell on the ground, so we had to go back to the magic shop, and they gave us a replacement wand.
Well, that's nice. So usually, big businesses like that don't care.
Yeah, it was like a $60 wand, and hopefully they can refurbish it and sell it back.
Resell it. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
they can.
Yeah, but that was
I'm sure they get like 20 of those a day.
Oh yeah, kids dropping it and stuff. It was very embarrassing because like I'm a grown man, and I was just like,
Excuse me, can you get my wand?
It was so embarrassing. But then we went on the Harry Potter ride. I forget the name of it. It was like
Not the
Escape.
train.
No, it's Escape from Gringotts or something.
Did we do that one? We didn't even do that one. Oh yeah, the lines were bad when we went.
Well, the train brings you from that park to the Island of Adventure.
That took so long, and then like the onboard thing that it was so underwhelming. I'm like, oh wow, cool. Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a lot
But-
better when I was.
But the actual like Harry Potter ride was really, really cool. I liked how because you're on like a roller coaster that moves, but then there's also like 3D screens depending on which way you're facing in the cart. So I think that balance was really, really cool. It wasn't just like in your face 3D screen the whole time and you're shaking. You're actually like on a cart in like a set, like actual 3D structure, but then there's also that screen which is far away, so it seems like it's not like too like the Simpsons ride. It's very in your face. You're just looking at this 3D image the whole time. There's no peripheral real life stuff that you can see. But the Harry Potter one, it was like half and half.
With the Simpsons ride, my favorite part of it was waiting in line watching the Simpsons and then going to the different loading areas and reading all the dumb rules and people and all the characters like telling you rules and stuff like that. That was the best part of the ride. The ride itself wasn't good, but like the experience getting there was way better. And they had Simpsons playing on the screen, and I was quoting all the lines, and other Caleb and Christine and Robin were looking at me kind of funny. I'm like, hey, it's like what you do to SpongeBob.
That's true. That's true. It's different strokes for different folks.
Sure.
So Luke, if you want to hand the microphone back to Christine.
Yes. Microphone going to Christine. Boop. Thank you.
So Christine, this is gonna hit a raw nerve for you, but we ended up going on the Mummy.
I haven't been on that ride since like a long time ago, and every single time I go back, it's closed.
So Christine, you want to know the best part?
What?
I went on it twice.
Are you kidding me? Every single time oh my gosh. What? Did you go on a weekday?
It was Monday, I think.
I don't understand why it's always closed. I don't understand. I think I've only gone on it once when I was like pretty young. I didn't really appreciate it.
Did you hear that? Speaking of the Mummy, Brandon Fraser's coming back in the movie.
Brendan Fraser's coming back in the movie.
Oh yeah, I heard that rumor where he's like, you got the script?
Yeah, it's coming out in December, I think.
Of this year?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's December. It's his first movie in like 15 years.
No, a Mummy movie?
No, it's called The Whale.
Oh, yeah, I know that movie.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, how do you not know about that?
I was like, I didn't know they announced another Mummy movie. That's crazy.
That'd be cool. I haven't seen the Mummy movies.
What? Are you serious?
You've never seen any of the Mummy movies?
I have a great appreciation for Brandon Fraser, but I've not seen
What?
I actually might cry.
I don't know how. I don't know. It was never on TV when we went to grandparents' house.
What the frick?
So Christine, I know, Christine, I know that Luke is my family and everything, but I don't think you deserve to be married to him.
I don't know about anything anymore. You didn't tell me you didn't see them. I've been talking and raving about the Mummy movies, yet you've never said a word to me about not seeing them.
I think you guys need to see them this weekend.
I think so too. I think we're gonna go on a Mummy marathon.
Do it.
Mummy marathon.
But not like
worth it.
Like just like don't watch the new one. Don't watch the Tom Cruise one. Just watch Mummy 1, 2, and 3.
There's the Tom Cruise one?
We don't talk about that one.
He
I love
doesn't
Tom Cruise, but like no.
Christine, he doesn't even know there's a Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think I watched that. I think that was the only one where I was like, I really can't. Ever since Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Yeah, that's why nobody talks about it.
So from what I heard on a podcast, there like, and you, Christine, you probably saw, but there's elements of that new Tom Cruise Mummy movie on the ride, because the ride is from like when the original movies came out like 20 years ago. But because they expected the new Mummy reboot to do so well, they incorporated some of that kind of stuff into the waiting lines for the ride. And then when the movie flopped, they're kind of like, well, we kind of spent millions on the advertising, so we're just going to leave all the new Mummy stuff here.
Yeah.
But so the reason why I went on it twice was because I was trying to convince Maya to go on it. So I'm like, I'll go on just by myself. I'll tell you how it is to give you kind of an idea of what the ride's going to be like. And then so I went on it by myself. I met a very nice British lady. This British lady comes every year with her family. And her husband does not like roller coasters, so she always goes on them all, on the single line. So we're just talking about that kind of stuff and having a good time. And so I went on the ride, and it's because it's kind of like the Harry Potter one, but a little bit different. So I got out and I told Maya, I'm like, it's kind of like the Harry Potter one. It's a little bit more. There's 2 segments of it that are pretty fast. There's like some bug elements to it. There's some like scarabs and stuff that crawl. But it's a little fast. It's a little faster than some of the moments in Harry Potter. And then she's like, okay, so I'll try it. So I'm like, yes, let's go. So we went in line. She just said she hates me. So we get in line. We go on, and so as soon as the ride starts, she starts cursing in Portuguese, just like nonstop, like all the time. And there's a family in front of us, and I think they were Brazilian.
Oh no! Cover their ears.
Maya just like scarred some poor kid with her language.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody else would know, but of course, the one like family that would know was sitting in front of you guys.
Exactly. But even though Maya says that she hates me and she hated it and it wasn't a good ride, I think she really, really liked it.
Deep down. She really loved it.
Deep down. I I get it. Maybe she didn't like the roller coaster parts, but I think including the roller coaster parts,
yes,
good ride for her.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. So next time we go, we'll probably do the Islands of Adventure section, and even though that's a lot more roller coaster heavy, there's definitely other stuff to see there.
Yeah, for sure.
Or Star Wars.
That too.
Star Wars is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Favorite part of Disney, hands down.
Galaxy Smedge.
Galaxy's Gledge.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of gledge, but it was a really fun time. And then we came back, and basically immediately we had to start packing for our move. So fairly last minute, like basically right before we went on the cruise, we decided to change apartments because our lease was gonna run up, and it's a 1-year long lease. So it's kind of like we gotta go now, type of thing. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same place for another 12 months. So we found a place that was right up the street, like less than a quarter mile up the street. It's almost, Maya, what would you say? It's almost double the size? What? The square footage of this new place? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like double the square footage.
Wow. But like, is there an additional room in the new apartment? Or is it all bigger? Or is it all bigger rooms?
It's all bigger rooms because like there's a master bedroom, guest bedroom, living room, and there's a small dining area. The kitchen's a little bit bigger, and there's 2 bathrooms. So, but like overall, each of the rooms is kind of expanded than the previous one. And it's just worth it overall to be here at this point. But as you can see on the floor, and also I'll probably show you guys pictures, but there's a whole bunch of mess everywhere else in the house. Like pretty much we have the bathrooms, this computer set up, and the kitchen unpacked. Everything else is still boxed.
That's what when we moved into our house, the first things were bathrooms, kitchen, and built the PC and got all the games situated. Priorities.
Yeah, like I'm gonna turn the camera right now, but like our TV is on cardboard boxes.
For now.
Living the dream, son.
Hey, you're not looking at what's below the TV, you're looking at the TV.
Exactly, and that's what matters.
I like having my TV over a dead body.
Oh.
Oh.
How are they holding it?
Stomach and head.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways.
But it's going to take a very long time to unpack and everything, but we got the necessities. Maya can't find her pants, so she...
¿Dónde están los pantalones?
Sir.
That sentence is put to use for the first time ever.
It legitimately made me choke.
Did she check in the boxes that's holding up the TV?
I don't believe it's those.
Okay. Figured I'd ask.
Yeah. So she's been. So this is a little bit personal, but she's been using my socks and underwear.
That's fine.
She did find her underwear though, but for the first like day or so, day or 2 days, she was using mine.
I need your underwear.
Please.
It's comfortable.
Yeah. But we'll get there. We'll get there slowly, and it doesn't help that I'm working like 10-hour days because it's peak season at Amazon. So in the mornings, I'm just kind of like just waking up and getting ready for work and kind of getting my brain ready for the day. And when I come home, I'm like literally dead. Like I'm actively upset.
Even like half an hour a day helps out over time, because you think about it, if you do half-hour a day for 7 days, that's like 3
3.5
hours of
hours.
work. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I know.
We've done that. We did that especially a lot moving. Like well, Christine wasn't working for the first week or two, so she was doing a lot of the unpacking and organizing and stuff. And then eventually, once she started working full time, we would come home, do a little bit here and there, and then that was it. And eventually, we got it done. So now it's like the house is done, except for the banister area, like walking up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to put those records up still. The frames with the records.
That seems like procrastination.
Yep.
Because you guys have been living there for a long time.
Well, we just got these templates to hold records on the walls, kind of like a picture frame. But you need a special kind of like hook or something to anchor in the wall or something like that. So we've just been lazy about finding it and buying it.
Okay.
But it's cool though, because we can hang up our records in the guest room and Michael Jackson, Elvis, Fit for a King, Demon Hunter.
Did you get the new Demon Hunter vinyl?
Yeah, is that the purple one? Or is Fit for King purple?
Like blue.
Blue is Demon Hunter. Fit for a King's purpley.
Okay.
Maroon, red.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You like to see it.
I told him to go get it.
Go get it and show the class what you did today.
Show your class. Show and tell.
Yeah, this unpacking process is going to be very, very painful.
It's kind of like opening presents, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, but more stressful because once you open a box, then you kind of
gotta put it away.
Yeah, but sometimes there's multiple different kinds of things in the box, so you can't really deal with it all at once. Yes, Fit for a King. So cool. It's such a cool color. Bye. Then he leaves.
Bye.
Then will he come back?
I don't know.
No, he's gone forever. He ran out.
Yep.
He went to go get some milk.
I was just gonna say that. Daddy went to go get some milk, but my daddy never came back.
Also while he's getting that thing, so one of the great things about the new apartment is there's a dishwasher. So now I don't have to hand scrub the dishes, which I've been doing for the past 3 years.
Yay!
Now I can actually let a machine do it for once.
Yay! Or you could be like Luke and hate the machine and just hand scrub everything anyways.
I would never do that.
Strings edition for Demon Hunter.
Strings, yes. Oh, nice.
It's pretty sick.
Awesome.
He's just gonna go through our entire vinyl collection.
Is that the only Demon Hunter one you have, or do you have the new one, the new album?
I think we have the new album too,
Okay.
but it's like blue. Are you gonna show him the other one too?
With a full-blown poster.
Like a full-blown poster.
It's like I mean Luke can't hear me, but it's like when we were growing up and we just put like the CD inserts up on the wall.
Yeah, the tattered. tattered, thin CD inserts.
Yeah, but that's what we had back then. We didn't want to spend the money to buy posters, so we just took
Our
the
micro
CD covers.
posters.
Exactly.
It's just a micro poster.
Bro, you could fit more of them on the wall. It was perfect.
You could. I agree. That's probably a genius idea.
Yeah. Especially for me,
Valley
me,
Heart.
me looking.
Valley Heart.
It's a clock.
This one's like lime green. Can't even tell.
Yeah, it's very
Lime
It's
green.
like a
Green.
mint. It's a mint
Yeah.
green.
freaking mint.
Luke, you know what's funny is that numbers came on as soon as you brought that in. Because I'm listening to music. It's really funny.
Word.
Word to your mother.
Yeah. Also, are you guys gonna get the tickets for next year? For
I
the
really want to. Yes.
the frickin' the August Burns Red Devil Wears Prada concert that's happening here.
In May.
Yeah.
It's
Guys.
gonna be May.
Do it. Guys, do it.
I think we should.
Do it.
Or we
I
could
got-
do, like, the last week of May and just make a trip then.
But then you guys would miss the show.
Worth it.
We're not coming to Pennsylvania for the show. We're coming to you guys.
True. Yeah, we've been saving up our PTO just to go out and see you guys.
Aw.
Trying to save up. We're trying to save up because
You earn it a lot faster than I do.
Can you take sick days and just be like unpaid?
sometimes you have to get a doctor's note.
Unpaid, but it has to be like months.
Oh. Well, can you lie and say like, "Ooh, doctor, I have the COVID-19."
Just like keep a picture of a positive test result on your phone with the date being whatever day you're taking off.
You're right. You could also say like you had close contact with someone, and so I mean you would have to get tested.
They don't
by
do
your,
that
by your
anymore.
work.
They don't do
Oh.
that anymore.
Oh, they don't care.
No, so because I work in HR. So if you're close contact, you have to wear a mask for 5 days, or no, for 10 days. 5 days? 10 days? I thought it was 10. Okay, for 5 days. But if you have COVID, you have to be out of office for 5 days.
Okay, that seems kind of arbitrary though.
Even if it's if you're close contact, you still have to you still have to come into work and wear a mask every day. Or
Oh,
you can just
wow.
or you can just use MPTO and just stay out.
Yeah, but at that point, it's not worth lying.
It also depends. Like if you actually have MPTO to use, and it's the end of the year. I have 16 hours left.
What's the minimum
That's
you
all I have
can?
left.
What's the minimum you can use per day?
40 per year.
No, like per day. What can you allocate? Oh, it's just 8 no matter what. Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
They should.
I still
They
have
should.
16 hours.
Gosh, yeah, they should let you do less. Like, at least like 5. Like minimum of 5, just so you can get more total days off.
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
We can't. I think.
But no matter what, hopefully you guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Christine.
I think we can use NPTO, but we just have to make sure it's like a good chunk of time in advance that we tell them. NPTO, non-paid time off. Yeah, I know. Just we have all of our PTO saved, and if we need to, we'll just use NPTO.
Yeah, which are the free days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We can do
that's fine.
that. Our company will do that. It's just kind of frowned upon. That's it.
Who cares? The company doesn't owe you the company doesn't owe you anything. Take those free days off.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's my mindset
On
for
the side?
my company. What?
I was wondering where I should be talking. If I should be talking here. If I should be talking here. Does it matter? I feel like it does. Oh, it does. Oh,
Oh yeah,
shoot.
it's very much louder on the side.
Oh no, I've been talking wrong the entire time.
That's okay. No, I mean it'll still come through.
That's why I've learned just to talk like a straight up and down.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. You have it on the side like this.
Well, you can talk it like this, and you can talk it like this.
Yeah.
It comes in both ways, basically. Because the
That's what she said.
Oh wow.
Okay, we did not need that.
Sorry, you said that. Yeah, because this microphone has like the holes that receive like the noise and stuff. They're like going in like
Yeah,
that.
it's got
So like
yeah.
talking like this is a little bit better, but you can still kind of talk like this as well. You just I don't know.
It just is. You can tell because of the way it is.
You could tell it's a tree because of the way it is.
I forget what we were even talking about originally. To be
Bill and Ted, excellent adventure.
No. Okay, so no PTO. So my mindset with my company is if I'm able to get days off with PTO, I will always do the minimum because that's just who I am. Like for example, for the cruise, I put in the time off request for it a while ago. So I put in 1 hour of PTO for each day. And then after I made that request, like a couple of weeks or months later, they changed it so that you have to use a minimum of 5 hours per day of PTO. So that drastically limits how much time off I can take. But it still works out. Like even for Christmas, for the days off that I have for Christmas.
So wait, would that mean that if you had to take 5 days off of work, but get paid 1 hour per day, would that still equal to taking 1 day off and not getting paid the rest?
No, like let's say it's Sunday, I get paid for 1 hour. Monday I get paid for 1 hour. Tuesday I get paid for 1 hour. Wednesday I get paid for 1 hour.
Or using 1 hour of PTO every day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's basically the same as saying you take 8 days off, but only getting paid for 1 full day.
Correct. Yes. Same thing. That's how math works. Christine's over here like, yes, Luke.
No, but you worded it weird, and I was like, why is there a minimum? Why?
I worded it very precisely, exactly the way I meant to.
I think it's just the way Jeff Bezos runs things versus Marion, because for ours, it's like if you don't have all the hours in the day to use your PTO, you can't take all the hours off.
Oh no. Same thing with us. Like if I don't have a balance, I can't spend those. So I was stressed once they changed to 5 hours minimum per day. Am I gonna have enough for Christmas? That kind of stuff. Thankfully, I had just enough to cover Christmas, and still have just a couple of hours left over just in case something crazy happens. But I was stressed out for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
When are you guys coming up for Christmas?
When are you guys coming up for Christmas?
I believe we're coming up on Thursday. Maya, are we going on Thursday or Friday? Yeah, so we're gonna leave like super early Monday morning, and then we're gonna leave on Tuesday.
What?
For Christmas.
Thursday morning?
No, Friday.
What?
Christmas. It's Christmas weekend is.
Give me this. You just said we're gonna leave super early Monday morning.
No, I said Friday.
You said Monday.
Did I? Oh well.
You said Monday, and I got so confused. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they have the entire week off!" Wow.
Guys, I've been working 10 hours a day
Yeah.
at least. I don't know what my brain is due.
We're getting in Connecticut Thursday evening and then leaving Monday night. Or Monday.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Tuesday. We're coming home Tuesday.
We can leave Monday late night, or we can leave Tuesday early.
We should just leave Monday late night or Monday late night because
Whatever you guys want to do. I mean, no, we'll be leaving Tuesday, like in the morning, not early morning Tuesday, but like Tuesday morning.
Usually Tuesday morning then.
We could report at the same time.
Yeah, we can leave at the same time, make everyone extra sad.
Yeah, and we can
Yay!
we can mix up the carriages a little bit. So Luke can bring me home, and Christine can go with Maya.
Enjoy Pittsburgh.
Yay!
Yeah,
Enjoy John Fetterman.
but I'm glad that we have a bunch of days because I think the last time we came to Connecticut to see all y'all, we did not have as many days as we would have liked.
Yeah, because you guys came to Connecticut for Christmas last year, I think. And
No,
then
I mean, even for Grandpa's party, it was only a couple of days.
that was quick.
Yeah.
And then you came in February or something like that for snowboarding and skiing and stuff.
Yes.
And that was 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be
Be 4.5,
5.
4 and a little.
Did we?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
No, for this coming
Four full days.
for this year.
I believe so.
You can cut all this out of the podcast.
No, I can say there.
No,
If
because they're discussing plans about.
if people have listened this long, honestly, props to them.
Props to you. You guys get a free subscription pass to subscribe to Netherfire Studios.
Exactly. I mean, we unlocked it for you already. You just go Netherfire
Also-
Studios, just click the red button.
Check out Jed Nerd on. It's Jed Nerd on YouTube. Apparently, it's Jed Nerd on YouTube. He's our cousin. He does Lego Star Wars streams, and he's got a lot of followers.
How many followers?
50,000
No.
on YouTube.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. Speaking about YouTube, I think Luke and I are gonna try to create a Minecraft YouTube.
We're starting our server.
We started our server.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys gonna do some recording?
Yeah, I think we might just do that. We can start each one with "Welcome back, creepers hate us," and then it's a recurring theme.
Mhm.
Like the "Do you smell bacon" thing.
Yeah, it's like, "Do you smell bacon?"
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I looked on Jed's channel. He's got almost 40,000 subscribers. That's crazy, man.
Are you sure you're on the right one? It was.
It's Jedward, right?
Jed Nerd.
There's no Jed Nerd.
We're getting it all wrong. He's gonna hate us.
Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. No, it's
Maybe. Oh, he switched it back.
yeah, he switched it back.
He switched it back.
Because it's Jedward, and then his @ is @
Dang.
Jednerd.
No, he changed it back. He used to be Jed Nerd.
For business inquiries, jedwardbusiness@gmail.com, but business is spelled BIZNES.
His most popular video has 101,000 views. Why people love Ahsoka and despise Rey.
Let me.
Wow.
Hey, I can beat that, I think.
No, yours is like 50-something thousand. Thing is, his second place is only 7.8 thousand views, so it drops.
Well, I do want to say my current top one is 49,000 views, which is a My Name is Bodhi RuneScape compilation.
That's not in your content.
But before it was taken down, it was Ruby Season 1 that I uploaded. Oh, I
Yeah,
can't-
Caleb.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it got taken down like
Yeah, this was
a
like.
month or two ago.
Yeah, it was your most watched video, but you refused to watch any of the new seasons.
Correct.
Hypocrite.
No, because I knew where the money was at.
RVB.
There was no full season compilation, so I made a full season compilation, and people liked it and they enjoyed it, and then
They took it down. And now that video, your 50,000 views, gets more than the average Achievement Hunter video.
Got him.
And they know they're doing terrible. Gavin's made fun of Achievement Hunter for doing so bad.
Has he? What was he
Yeah.
said?
In an F-face. Yeah, he's like, oh, our reviews, pff, they're terrible. Have you looked at them?
Yikes.
Yeah. So they all
Huh.
know Achievement Hunter is failing. That's why they bought a bigger office.
Yeah, so it was actually Ruby Season 2, and it was 130,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seems like people really wanted it, and they're like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, and they keep delaying season 9.
No, they stopped. They stopped making it.
Did they upload Ruby? They did?
They fired a bunch of people, and they don't have any production anymore for now. That was like 3 months ago.
I'm legitimately gonna cry.
I think they halted production on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's yep.
That's like their biggest franchise.
They killed themselves during
Achievement
COVID. They
Hunter.
took
Bring back Ruby.
Bring back Ruby.
Bring back Ruby.
Bring back Ruby. Yeah.
So
They
the most viewed video I have that's actually original content is Airsoft at Ethan's Season 2, Episode 2, Taken Hostage. And it's got 6,700 views.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's a terrible episode.
Oh yeah, it's so bad. People just say hostage, and we're like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. But it's got 40 likes at a 90% like to dislike ratio. So I don't know what's going on with that.
The dislikes are probably like, this is terrible quality.
Oh, also, you remember how Node made a Pokemon D&D campaign a while back?
No.
Oh, anyway, so they did a D&D campaign where it was all Pokemon themed, and I made a compilation of that way back in the day, because that's what I was doing at the time. Apparently, that entire series got taken off of YouTube because Nintendo copywrote them. Recently, like it was up for like 6 years, and they took it down recently.
They just took it. No one's watching it anymore at that point.
I know, but they did, and so all those people flocked to my video, and like I got like 3,000 views in a couple of months, and I got all these comments saying like, "Thank you for posting this." The original got taken down. It's such a shame. Like it's horrible that Nintendo's doing that to creators, especially since it's been up for so long, and they're just saying thank you for having this open. So I don't know why mine's staying open. It's got to be because of views.
It's probably because it's so small. They're like, they don't notice it.
Probably. Here, I'm gonna open.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Whoops! I accidentally closed everything on my screen. Let me get my snipping tool out so I can show you. Windows.
I'm
X.
starting to smell bacon, just so you know.
No, you don't.
No, you
That
don't.
was really sad.
No, you don't.
It's impossible. All right, I snipped it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna put it on my computer, and I'll send it to you guys later. Anyway, so that's been the adventures of everything that's happening. I see a hand moving to the
Puppet.
screen.
Puppet Master.
Hello, puppet.
Hello, puppet.
So that's been the adventures of the last month of without a show.
Yep. It's been a busy one,
Mhm.
kind of.
Hopefully we can be more free form and talk about just random stuff next time. But this was the
Yeah.
episode to get out all the info.
Yeah. Update, because since we, like you said, we've been gone for so long, so it's like an update episode where we catch up on life and catch up on what's been happening.
Indeed.
I'm
Indeed.
adopted.
No, you're not.
No.
I watch you be born.
Yeah, Caleb's the one who's adopted. He's from North Carolina.
That's true.
Southerner.
Where even is that?
South.
Who
You got-
even knows?
Iced tea.
The only states that Luke has seen is Connecticut and New Hampshire. So to him, that's the entirety of the world.
Half is terrible, half is great. I've seen more than Connecticut, New Hampshire, boy. I've driven through Mass.
That's like basic. It's still Connecticut and New Hampshire. It's just the middle part.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. See,
It's New Hampshire, Sandwich, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and then the city of Boston.
yeah, Boston's its own little thing.
Yes. Its own empire. One day they will make another Boston Tea Party, but instead of tea, it's more tea. And that's the end of that chapter.
Christine, is there anything you would like to say to send us off?
I really want to say it, but I'm not gonna say it because I know that's Caleb's thing to say.
It's not his thing.
No, it's his thing.
What? I don't have a thing.
Yeah.
What's his thing?
The sizzling sound.
That's not me.
No?
Christine doesn't even listen to the podcast. That's not my thing.
You say it sometimes, and sometimes Luke says it, but I don't know who.
He's never said it.
Really?
I've never said it. I've never said it.
I thought he said it. Maybe. Maybe I thought it was you the entire time.
No. Cam does the like. Look,
Oh, Luke.
He does the build up.
He does the build-up.
Which I just did by saying, Christine, is there anything you would like to say to send us off, ma'am?
Do you smell bacon? What? Is this not supposed to be it? I'm so confused. No, come back. Was that not supposed to happen? I'm so confused.
That was how you're supposed to do it, but it was really funny.
Was that what's supposed to happen?
Anyway,
I didn't
want to
steal anything. I didn't want to steal anything, and I didn't know who says it. So now I'm wrong, but now I'm right because I said it.
That's correct. You won in the end. Drat you. Six. What?
I have to pass because I lost my phone. Wait,
You can go.
I'm locked.
You do it. Oh my gosh. We've been in this place for like 4 days, and already she's like closing the house off. That was funny. Come on through. Come on through.
I'm going.
Ah,
I'm sorry. I'm
she
sorry.
emerged from the darkness.
Apologize.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me double check. Yeah. Okay. Everything is recording.
I'm recording now.
Yes, I am too. All right. 5, 4,